Some relief tonight for evacuees. Many people who live in the Kelseyville area are now allowed to return home for the first time since they were forced out. KRON 4's Gail Ong is live in Lake County tonight, where evacuees are feeling what, Gail?
Well, Grant, definitely feeling a relief. Now, I'm in downtown Kelseyville. This liquor store behind me is just about the only thing open at the moment, but I do want to show you guys just what it looks like out here. Kelseyville is a population, they have a population of about 3,300 people, and this downtown is, you can imagine, very small. I did speak to some folks who work out here. A lot of the shops are closed because they closed around this afternoon, but there's this ice cream shop over here. I spoke to the young lady who was closing up shop about an hour ago, and she said it was business as usual. There is a lot of people out, like normal. I know we were here this morning, and you see this coffee shop here. This was bustling with a lot of people early this morning, but these people got evacuated, a mandatory evacuation around Sunday. And they were allowed to come back Tuesday night, but a lot of them I spoke with, they've stayed with friends and family nearby towns, and they are all just grateful that their home is standing. Now, they are also worried about the other neighboring towns as of Lakeport, where they still are under a mandatory evacuation, and the conditions of the fire nearby are still not fully contained right now, but a lot of them are still thinking about those people. So it is a relief, but a lot of them are still worried about what's to come. We're live here in downtown Kelseyville. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
There is some relief for evacuees in certain parts of Lake County, and that's where we find KRON 4's Gail Ong. And Gail, you talked to some people who finally got to return home last night. They must be pretty happy about that.
Absolutely, Ken. Major relief. Now, you can just imagine, like so many people who had to flee their homes, they all left without knowing if their homes would still be standing. Now, I'm here in downtown Lakeport, and you can just see behind me that there's not many people out on what's usually a busy Friday. Lakeport residents returned home for the first time Thursday night, but it still remains a ghost town.
Well, there wasn't anybody here. There wasn't a car that went by. The town was empty. There was no lights on. It was empty. It was quiet.
Mike Galloway is perhaps the only person sitting outside his porch.
It's nice to be home. I mean, you don't know that you've lost something until it's gone, or the suspense of not knowing.
The city of Lakeport was under mandatory evacuations on Saturday. Residents had to flee the raging Mendocino Complex fires.
I heard there was an evacuation and I couldn't come back home.
Mike has lived here for nearly 3 decades. He says he's never been evacuated. He even left his truck still packed with supplies in case another evacuation is ordered.
It's been a big experience, and I don't want another.
Mike's next-door neighbor, Carol Stein, also returned home after being away for 10 days.
You don't want me to cry, right? It was devastating. I'm 77, and I've never been evacuated in my life.
Downtown Lakeport is usually bustling with people on a Friday night. That's where we found Edward Savin.
Because I'm the only one who doesn't have any sense. There's not a lot to do tonight, it looks like. Normally on Friday nights there's a big free concert in the park around the corner here, but not tonight.
While Mike is relaxing at home, Edward is not staying in Lakeport due to the air quality.
I took one look and grabbed some stuff, and I'm headed to Healdsburg to sit by the pool for the weekend, and just that's what I'm ready to do.
And I can tell you firsthand about the air quality out here. It's still smoky out and raining ash from the fires. That's been a major concern on why some residents have not returned home. Live in Lakeport, Gail Ong, KRON 4 News.
All right, well, now we go to Lake County, where new mandatory evacuations are in order. KRON 4's Gail Ong is live there now. Gail, you spoke to evacuees tonight in Kelseyville. How are they all doing?
Well, Michelle, many of them say they are coming to terms that these wildfires are the new normal. Now, residents over north of Clear Lake were evacuated today. They're staying here in Kelseyville at an evacuation center, some of them. But they are just stunned beyond belief. They say this is the first time it's happened for them. Now, this complex fire has scorched nearly 300,000 acres. From the sky, airplanes and helicopters dropping retardant and water. On the ground, about 3,000 firefighters battling ferocious flames. It's been more than a week since crews have been battling the Mendocino Complex fires, the weather being a major challenge.
Okay, the conditions today have been pretty much what we've seen throughout the fire. Every afternoon, the fire becomes extremely active. The red flag conditions that we have are probably affecting the fire.
This is the river fire near Lakeport Friday afternoon. CAL FIRE says the overnight conditions helped this fire calm down. Now the challenge is a growing ranch fire. You can see the smoke stretching across the sky from this ridgeline in Lakeport. This prompted new mandatory evacuation orders for Lake County Saturday afternoon.
This fire is extremely dangerous. If we announce a mandatory evacuation, we do so because we need people to leave for their safety. We've had some great compliance with that, and we'd like to thank everybody for leaving when we tell them it's time to go.
Evacuees from Lucerne are staying here in Kelseyville, where evacuations were just lifted this week.
We were going to try to stick it out, but when I saw the flames, we got the heck out of there.
To have this place for evacuation.
That's agreed.
Yeah.
That's agreed. High five.
We are here and we are alive. And we are out of the way of the fire.
A post-evacuation town, now a safe zone for those who don't know what they'll come back to.
Very fortunate to have it available to us, taking care of us, feeding us, giving us a place to take care of our dogs, everything. So it's been real good.
CAL FIRE says the conditions will remain flames throughout the night and early into the mornings. Now, those residents who are evacuated today, CAL FIRE says they won't be able to go home for a few days. But I've just been seeing the whole community come together. You know, a lot of people have been evacuated and they would flee to the next town over, and that town would be evacuated. So a lot of people are staying with friends and coworkers and family and sticking together during this scary time. Live in Kelseyville, Gail Ong, KRON 4 News.
We now head to Lake County, where firefighters are battling the Mendocino Complex fire. KRON 4's Gail Ong is live for us there this evening. Gail?
Well, JR, every day has been different here. There's been some flare-ups through the week, and that's because of the weather, with the hot winds fueling those fires. But today, firefighters got a break. Smoke is still billowing on the hilltops above these homes in Lucerne. The city has been under mandatory evacuation orders since Friday.
They're holding that hogback ridge is what they're calling it, and they have dozer line on the top of the ridge with retardant drops all the way across.
Many firefighters traveled from all over the country to help. Crews from New Mexico are protecting these homes on Foothill Drive.
I saw the firefighters. They dropped retardant. They stopped the flame from going down the hill. They've been doing the water blasting. They've been doing a good job.
Airplanes striking from the sky has become a backdrop in this neighborhood. The river and ranch fires have been burning for more than a week due to the unpredictable weather.
So the last few days have been very, very windy. Today is a little less windy, and it's better for firefighting conditions. So hopefully with those favors for them, they can actually go on the offense and attack this fire.
The Mendocino Complex fires combined destroyed 68 structures and damaged 12 homes. So far, there's progress and increasing containment on the river fire. A different story 2 days ago. You can see flames as high as 40 feet. The ranch fire continues to grow, and crews will be staged in communities to keep everyone safe. And back here at Lucerne, you can see it's very much a ghost town here. I did speak to residents who decided to stay behind, and we will hear from them coming up on KRON 4 News at 10. We're live here in Lucerne. Gail Ong, KRON 4 News.
Well, Gail, while we have you, I know a lot of residents still evacuated this evening. One of them was on the football field at Lower Lake High School. That is where they've been evacuated to. They asked me, how does it look today compared to what it was earlier this week?
So I've been here since Wednesday reporting here from Lake County, and I can tell you firsthand the river fire, like Cal Fire mentioned, has been increasing containment. I can just tell by driving over here from State Route 29, you can just see the plumes of smoke covering the sky. Today, the sky was much clearer, but the ranch fire, I have been seeing some flare-ups. We've been here, and you can just see right behind me, the smoke over there is mixing in with the sunset. There's been some flare-ups back and forth, but it seems to be under control. I've been seeing airplanes dropping retardant all afternoon. JR.
Thank you so much, Gail.
Michelle and JR, I've been seeing a lot of different things since I've been reporting here since Wednesday. Today, I've seen some flare-ups. Now, there was a flare-up recently at the river fire. Now, you're about to see that video in a bit, but I'm here in Lucerne, one of the towns or cities that has been mandatory evacuated. Now, while a lot of people are staying at nearby shelters at other towns and friends and family, there's some residents here that decided to stay.
It's not in my blood to tuck tail and run. I'll stay and I'll fight it to the end.
With smoke billowing right above the hilltops near Lucerne and Lake County, residents like Gregory Perrone are staying behind.
I'm going to protect my home, protect my property. A lot of looters around. That's a bad thing, so I'm not going to go anywhere.
Even during mandatory evacuation orders, residents were prompted to leave Friday when the ranch fire continued to grow.
With the fires, we just watched it. I mean, the other night it was really bad. It was really bad. They were doing a backfire trying to stop the fire from coming into town. But, besides that, we just wait and watch.
Lisa Woodmansee also stayed home.
I have 2 dogs. They're my whole life. I can't leave them. I won't leave them. No, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. It's just been really rough last couple weeks, but we'll be all right. We'll get back to normal.
Homes are safe. And so did Dina, owner of Lakeview Supermarket on East Highway 20, a road that's been closed.
These people need food and water, and some people don't want to leave their homes, or some people can't. Some people are bedridden and can't be moved.
Airplanes striking from the sky has become a backdrop in this neighborhood.
I saw the firefighters. They dropped retardant. They stopped the flame from going down the hill. They've been doing the water blasting. They've been doing a good job.
The Mendocino Complex fires combined has destroyed 68 structures and damaged 12 homes. The river and ranch fires have been burning for more than a week now due to unpredictable weather.
So the last few days have been very, very windy. Today is a little less windy, and it's better for firefighting conditions. So hopefully with those favors for them, they can actually go on the offense and attack this fire.
But Saturday afternoon brought lower humidity and higher winds, causing the fires to spread. The river fire pushing towards Cow Mountain and Scotts Valley Road in Lakeport. The ranch fire heading southeast. Firefighters will continue to fight the blaze on the front lines and be staging communities to keep everyone safe. Now, with the river and ranch fires combined, it's at a total of 33% contained right now. Cal Fire expects full containment on August 15th. We're live in Lucerne. Gail Ong, KRON 4 News.